Canadian's bottom tower needs a hand.
Rough bot lane. Right over the outpost for a second, but there's the dream coil there, not willing to give it up, and now Arme just runs in. He has the battle trap, so he feels very, very safe doing this. AT gonna try and run away. XM, he's gonna make the chase onto Kaka. Not really much lockdown after the dream coil though, so they won't be able to secure either kill. But it seems as though they're just happy with the outpost not being stolen away by IG. Now top lane, Fly gonna try and make a jump onto SRF, but we kind of talked about that. Every time you do try onto this mask, he's just gonna spear you away like this. He'll try again now with Ollie jumping in. Arena is up, SRF, he will up. He's getting low, in ranges there from Fly, but now Arme gonna come in. Again, Battle Trance is available, but he doesn't need it. He will secure the Ursa kill. And we'll just go back to farming on the top front. In fact, he may just choose to pressure that top tier 1.
Yeah, this is perfect time for it to take the Ursa out as well. So you're trading off lane.
So I may as well just use it before the Abaddon starts doing his shenanigans. Done. Well, top lane, Arme damage while he can. Does have the stage creep there as well. Ollie will be around, but hasn't hit that 6 mark yet, so it doesn't really have the Sonic Wave to really force his way back. And make matters worse, James actually has stolen the Scream, so he can actually force the Dire Creep Wave back, and yeah, they're definitely just going to secure that T1. IG will do the same thing down at the bot lane.
It's a decent trade. They are giving themselves equal control on the map, and might be able to find Victoria. They don't really have any way of gap closing, so that is a bit of an issue. And
easy kill. Excellent. I mean, just coming to the Dream Coil. Ollie was there in the mid lane, and they just say, screw it, it's a free kill. And, well, now they look to try and pressure that T1 mid tower, and that's a big one. In all honesty, I don't know if IG can actually try and defend this.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Okay, they do have finger up on Kaka, so they have some burst potential if they want to commit.
Well, for now, it'll be JT's presence will be enough to force them back. Can't forget as well, like, this is buying Arme all the space in the world on that troll, who is actually going for a Battle Fury, so realizing that he will be able to outscale the draft of IG, just feels like the Battle Fury is the right way to go this game. And for I'd say I can't actually disagree with the troll Battle Fury build. I think it's actually quite nice here.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah,
try Victoria, but he just borrowed times, walks away.
Yeah, it's a bit preemptive just to ensure that the finger is not going to burst through, which is easy at this point. So a bit of wasted time there from IG. That was their smoke as well. They really want to maximize that finger. We talked about that in draft. So really important for them to play around that tempo. Haven't really maximized it yet.
No, they haven't. Just chilling back. CDEC's finding so many items in the meantime. This would be a huge kill on IG, but they just don't have the lockdown yet. You're still waiting on JT to finish that blink off as well. So IG just don't have any options.
Yeah, it's fairly close for JT though. Once you have that up, you should be ready to go in these fights. He's going to be key in setting up the initiation for IG. Expect a smoke in about maybe 2 to 3 minutes when he has the gold up.
I don't think he has a choice. He's going to make something happen to the team right now because it's going downhill real quick. Looks like SRF is going for his own Blink Dagger on the Mars, so you're going to have that initiation there from CDEC. Battle Fury also on the way for Arme. Now that's really going to escalate his farm as if it wasn't already good enough.
Yeah, it's just gonna make it so much harder to play that farming game that you mentioned. You know, Troll does feel a lot nicer here. and he's just gonna scale that much faster as well, though they do catch SRF.
They try to. He's pretty tanky. Sonic Wave Finger, everything being committed. James stole the finger.
Oh.
Okay, that's a nice one.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's scary. James doesn't get punched as well, so next time he shows up, it's gonna be the drive-by. The finger and fade ball, that could actually just burst the support out. Yeah, that's enough to burst Kaka out.
On the bright IG, at least they did find the kill on SRF. It's gonna feel nice just getting some kills on the board, and it is buying more space for Fly, right? Like, now he does have the Vanguard up. He's gonna be feeling a little bit tankier going into these early engagements, and it's a slight bit more survivability. In fact, IG feeling so good, they'll smoke up with that blink on JT now. They love to pick up XM, and there's the Echo to start things off with the stun as well. Is it enough, XM? It will be in the end. The Enchant Totem Strike for JT proved to be enough damage. In fact, he dealt quite a lot of damage, and it seems as CDEC want to try and return the favor here. Of course, they'd love to go on to Emo, get that pretty much equal trade here on the mid laners and SRF. You've got to throw that arena out, so if you want this, perhaps a bit of miscommunication. They don't actually engage, and Emo saw them in time.
A bit of a wasted op for CDEC. They would have really loved that. It's down to the fact that if you're not starting with XM, you can't get that good jump in.
John, have you seen the quick buy menu of Emo right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who needs a blink?
Okay. Yeah, it allows them to play around that aggression with the traps. I think it's an interesting second buy, but I guess JT's just gonna start these fights anyway.
Oh, there's that finger from James. Ollie ends up dying. Now Victoria gonna be chased down here. He does get the pro time off, but Earth Spike gonna be there to stun him up, and the spear does not connect, and nor does the Earth Spike from James. The Fly gonna keep up the chase, feeling confident, but they don't realize Arme's around the area. Or maybe they do and they just don't care. Place a deep ward down, and
are scanning for enemies.
that'll be the end of that IG. They're feeling confident now. It seems as though they want to try and make some plays happen.
Yeah, they've hit their stride. They are starting to come online. Again, the key thing is that JT can't set up for them. So they really are just trying to maximize that. I think when you do itemize like this in Emo, it does tell you want to go fast.
Except getting onto JT, that's the offlane Earthshaker, and he's not a very tanky man, the offlane Earthshaker. Not, and he does go down very, very quickly.
Yeah, did take the arena out, so you're not gonna have that option, but it's not the longest cooldown in Emo now.
Ollie gonna be there on the Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave will secure that kill on XM. Can you lock them down long enough? They should be able to find this swap back. Stolen Sonic Wave will do the work, but James now needs to run. They will help, but no. Finger is there from Kaka to secure the kill. Now Fly gonna try and manfight Arme, but that is not a good idea. He will enrange and jump up the cliff. And still, it was a bit of a positive trade there for IG. They got a 2-for-1. Once again, killing off SRF on that Mars. In fact, they're going for more now. Fly. Lots to find XM. Earth Spike will not connect. JT, can you get the fish? No. Couldn't time it perfectly.
And it's a bit of a mistake. Started out with Spike instead of the instant hex. You might have wanted to lead with line. It is pretty tricky though. Like, Puck is just super slippery. So it's not the easiest target to jump still. IG starting to pull ahead. Less than 1k lead now for CDEC. If they find it's going Ame.
JT's in there with the Echo as well. Earth Spike out from Kaka. About Battle Trance. He will get it off. Still, I don't think he'll be able to lifesteal that much. He's trying, however. In fact, never mind. He's lifestealing a lot. Fly. No, that was too early, sir. Now the arena from onto Kaka from SRF does get the kill. Oh, and how the tables turned so quick.
Oh, yeah, it's Unfortunate for IG, but CDC claw back that lead. And a lot of that is on Ame. So Ame now ready to apply a lot more pressure, is pushing at that tier 2. IG need to wait for a couple of items more. Like maybe if they had a basher up, they could have gotten that final control on the troll, but it's not up yet on Fly. So they need to wait for that item to come in. Emo is about to finish up that Ags. So the control on the map and the mobility of this TA will shoot up by quite a fair bit. And that is going to be important to have Emo on hand. You need the TA's damage.
In all honesty, I honestly thought Emo would just cancel that off and go for a blink. I didn't think he was actually going to go through with the ads. Is it actually going to work though? Like, we've seen this before. Like, TA ads, I mean...
We've seen
become
it.
a ninja.
Yeah.
You're quite literally a ninja once you've got the Ags up.
You know what's funny? It was Emo last time as well. Legitimately, the first time the Ags got changed to this, it was Emo who actually built this. I remember that like last year. Yeah, I remember Emo. It was Emo, exactly. He had to blink first though. It was like a 4th item pickup. But he decides to go for it early, and there it is.
Okay. So what's the game plan now? How does this... I mean... Obviously with the Ags, you can now TP to your traps, but how are they going to make this work? Goes to that trap. I guess he has that global, like he has global presence now in a sense.
How does that even work?
Yeah, so I think there is potency. He needs to drop a lot more out and play around it, but if you can get the jump on a couple of heroes, it's super easy for the TA to pick off individual heroes. So they're really banking off of CDEC maybe roaming around too aggressively and not taking out those traps and building off of that.
Like the side of CDEC will overtake this dire triangle as they do get the tier 1 bot tower as well. Now Ame says, hey, I'm strong enough, I've got an Aegis, let's go for a tier 2 tower. It'll be Glyph, but that may actually open up the tier 3. Ame is not even moving, he's just straight at that tower. I actually would not blame them at all for trying to go for a high ground push, knowing that Glyph is down. But they will play a bit more conservatively for now.
Yeah, you've got a couple of things on IG now, like Fly does finish up the Basher. So he's just one step away from finishing up the Abyssal. That's going to be a big thing for Fly to have. It allows him to gap close and get the stuns off, perhaps finding those kills they've been looking for. Beyond that, you know, CDEC is just happy enough to play in this triangle area. They take another tier 2. That's the entire map closed out now. No outer towers left for IG. So it's at this point where CDEC can completely take over that dire side and shut down farm.
Fly just gonna stick around at that top lane, see if he can just continue forcing in this wave. Still having a rough time in terms of net worth on this Ursa, but he's trying his best and he's caught up rather decently. Almost has the Abyssal up. I think once the Abyssal Blade is there, then you definitely have some kill potential here on this Ursa. But now, it's back to farming your own jungle, Fly, or maybe even the next wave. So Emo will be there to join him anyway, and I say that he will go down to the bot lane now. It's actually getting quite hard to keep track of where Emo is on the TA because that's it just place a ward and just disappear somewhere else. Ollie will break the smoke of Victoria, and they do scout him out, but of course he can just blink away. Oh, close call. SRF trying, but does miss Ollie in that Roshan pit, and he does get the TP.
Yeah, it's a spell commit. Again, it's a fairly short cooldown for what it is. But this does give IG a ton of space to farm. You mentioned Emo just freely farming up, and he certainly is. Working his way towards that BKB. Once that's up, you don't really have anything from CDEC to control the TA beyond a couple of lucky routes. You have to be a bit careful with that, as Emo is just camping for a kill now.
Fortified the structures. Pretty good move if you ask me.
Chilling out. And there he goes again. Excellent. Meanwhile, finding Kaka. Arca dying up at that top lane, XM just claiming a very quick kill for himself. James was around the area as well. Bot lane, who have they... It is actually going to be the Earthshaker JT getting caught out now. He does Fisher, he has a Echo, but there's going to be no point in committing, and just a nice easy kill for the side of CDEC. Well, this actually gives Arme his full Satanic, which is actually on the courier on the way right now. This is that point now where the troll... can you deal with him? Like, he doesn't have a BKB. I don't think he needs one, because his main going to be the TA Ursa anyway. But I just don't know if you can do with Arme anymore.
It gets really hard. You have to sort of isolate the Ursa or maybe pick off the Abaddon first. That's going to be key. Like, the only thing that messes up their control is the Abaddon. So you have to make sure Victoria's gone or taken care of before jumping on that Ursa. And that's assuming IG makes the moves here. They have not been the aggressors in a while.
They do lose the Aegis on Arme, so it's one positive. Courier will get taken out for Fly, but that'll at least give him the vision, knowledge that they are around the area. Arca, he's going to TP on. Fly will do the exact same, but XM with that orb. Oh, he got the Dream Call on. He got the long TP because Kaka TP'd first. That is very unfortunate. And Fly, he's just going to get the short end of the stick every time. You always let your pos once TP first, John. Never let the never let your supports TP first. This is why.
Nope.
Emo, bot lane, we'll just meld. We'll just hide for now, and he's out of there. Back up to the top lane. Actually, in some weird way, the thing with this TA Ags is it seems as though he's just going to keep the side lanes pushed in constantly for CDEC and just never allow them to feel safe to actually make a push happen.
Yeah, he's been rather persistent for that, like just cutting waves and getting some farm for himself. So overall, CDEC has not managed to even consider the high ground just yet. Right? Like, they have this pretty good lead, substantial lead. They've got great items on Ame, and they just can't commit. They keep trying to chase down Emo, but Emo just channels away.
Straight back to the fountain. That psionic... The cooldown might be a little bit too low. It's constant TPing across the map. But Emo's kind of showing us how this TA could be considered broken in some sense. In the right circumstance, it just seems really powerful.
It is. It's taking a lot of time away from CDEC. So you do have catch-up farm in play, and they smoke up. They want to get something done now.
Yeah, but they run into Victoria. That's not how they want to start. Victoria does get the borrowed time off in time, and now XM. Who are you going on? Dream Call on both supports in the back, but that Fisher isn't allowing any kind of follow-up. Call already expended leading to nothing, and Lifeline raging in the middle of the arena. Echo is there from JT with the Sonic Wave. They do find SRF, but can they deal with the troll? Arme, he doesn't seem to want to fight right now, but he has great turn potential with that trance with the Satanic. They're just waiting for the right opportunity, or maybe they're not, as James will also die, and CDEC is on the run. Fly's still on the chase here. He doesn't have the Abyssal right now. Can't really close the gap, but they are not stopping IG. They just keep going.
Radiant's bottom.
Can they actually get anyone though? Fly has the sort of 2 seconds. It will be on to Arme. Arme will again just man fight this as he knows he should be able to survive. JT, however, jumps in. Now XM with the double silence. Arme still fighting Fly, who is dying very quick now, but the Abyssal comes off. But still, the Ursula is going to die. Now the battle trance, but an immediate Hex will make sure he can't get anything off. Ollie also TPing or blinking out of there on the Queen of Pain. But Kaka loses his life on the Lion. And that chase ended up essentially giving CDEC a very even team fight in the end. So what a goal going the way of CDEC, and just an overly excited side of IG. Just not knowing what to stop.
They couldn't really back up Fly when he jumped Ame. That's the big thing. Like, he jumped in, he got control. They were not there to do damage.
Got in. Top lane, Silent's going to be there as well. He doesn't have his BKB available at the time. James giving the meld strike. That's a big one. That's the one person keeping all these lanes shoved in so consistently, and they finally catch him out. In fact, JT trying to do the same thing, also getting caught out at the bot lane.
Yeah, it's this will cost them a bit. There's not quite enough for CDEC to go into the high ground. And the Roche is still respawning, so they're not going to lose out on objectives. But they do kind of miss out that swing they had earlier on. So their progression has kind of halted once more. They have to finish up a couple of items before they start going again. You do have a Crystals coming out onto Emo, so there's going to be a lot more damage on that TA. And Fly is working towards his BKB. So once those items are up, perhaps you will have enough to dig right through CDEC. But while that's down, of course, CDEC is confident enough to go high ground.
And that they will. We haven't even seen the safe mechanic being used yet. No, it hasn't had a need for it. And that tier 3 gonna easily go down. Emo spend his buyback gold. He's gonna respawn in a few seconds anyway. But Fly may have to jump in very, very soon. In fact, they just determined it's best to back off here. They don't want to deal with Emo right now. That's fine. The CDEC going to be just satisfied with the tier 3.
Courier is dead. I wonder what
Emo. Yeah, the axe can work against you too, John. The BKB going to be there, but there's the bash. And eventually, Emo will save, and he will actually get out of there.
What?
Debated twice.
That channel time, ridiculous.
It's too low. It's 1 second.
Can someone tell me why when I mouse over it says cooldown 30, but it's actual cooldown 15? Valve? What is that?
That is true. Why is that?
Because Valve. Volvo, please.
But it's literally unplayable. I can't play the game like this.
Oh god. Oh. SRF.
They do find SRF again. Everything thrown. SRF is still alive throughout all this. They really want this kill. He spears the Ursa away. Now the arena won't really catch any. IG on the run, but XM is right behind Fly, but nice bash coming out from Fly. Still, they do get the Dream Call off, and Fly should just die. There's an Abyssal now on Arme as well, so he makes the jump on the back, gets Kaka to boot. Oh, Kaka. That's an interesting buyback.
Yeah, they can't give away the Roche. Yeah, nah, they can't give it. They need the line with a stun. That's your best control beyond JT and Big Slam, but they don't want to commit JT that hard. Better to throw the line first.
I need to fight this though. Roshan's half HP. They have time. He's expended so many ultis trying to kill SRF. They do have some nice fish there with the traps. JT still has the echo. Arme feeling confident to run up the hill. So he lived there on the clear paint. Only gets speared to a tree. Now XN is there to clean up. They have Dream Call again in 5 seconds, by the way. So this team very well go the way you see it, but there'll be a buyback from Ollie. Now JT jumping straight on top of XM, and they do secure the puck kill. That big one. Fly though, trying to jump up the cliff, but not really getting there. He's still trying to run away with the spike legs, but no, he gets trapped up and he does die. That's a dieback on the Ursa. Now an arena coming out, trapping JT and Kartner up. XM will buy back. Ollie trying to jump in there, but that's probably not the greatest idea. Still trying to find SRF, but he just won't die. Arme coming in now with Victoria, and there's another Dream Call there from XM. Catching Ollie on that Queen of Pain. That's going to be the second dieback.
Ooh. Third.
Make it for 3. Kaka also dies to James. And he's going to go down. Kaka, that's 3 heroes that just died. He just
IG. It was a bit back and forth. There were moments where IG looked good. Just doesn't work out. I think, we'll get into it after the score's up.